Hi guys, welcome back to this class. So we are going to discuss something small on trial balance, and mark you that trial balance is tested in every step or stage of our accounting professionals or academia. So it is example like CPA, it is being tested in foundation level, intermediary, and even the advanced one. And lastly, we have it is being tested also in BDA, so you cannot avoid it. So what is a trial balance? Trial balance do have two columns. One is debit, the other column is credit. We have them here, credit and debit. So, and the reason why as an organization ought to generate or have a trial balance is it helps the organization to check on errors. For you to be able to check on the errors that are there in the books, you need to do that, because when you have errors, your trial balance will not balance. It also helps in comparison. In comparing, you compare ledger's account maybe for different years or even per item, and also help in preparing. It simplify your work when it comes to preparing financial statement, and it also help you to make adjustment. On the adjustment, whatever the question I have given here, it is a very basic question, but as we progress with the trial balance, we'll have questions that do have adjustments and additional information, and we will see on how we can be able to adjust. So we can start on this question. It is asking, prepare a trial balance with the following information. Very simple. And I wanted us to start from a very basic and a very simple place, so that as we advance, we will not be confused. We will have grasp whatever we ought to have grasp on in foundational level. So so here it is. So trial balance for the year ended, I've written here. I have assumed ended 31st December 2023, and here cash. So we are going to just insert the item and discuss whether it is a debit or a credit entry. So, or something like capital. Capital is a liability to the organization, and for sure that will be here. That will be a credit. We will have to register it in a credit column. Just a minute. Okay, we reduce zeros. Okay, sawa sawa. Okay, so we have capital, then we have cash. Cash, of course, it is bringing money. Cash, it is a debit item. Then we have creditors. Those are debts. Liabilities, we ought to, liabilities, of course, we credit. Okay. Then we have sales. For sales, we credit. And we need to make sure that as you debit, especially when you have additional information, whatever you credit, you debit. But for here, in this question, we do not have any additional information. So we'll just insert the way that they have asked the question. So we have here stock. By the way, what is stock? Is stock a debit or a credit? Do it have a credit or a debit entry? Yeah, it has a debit. Okay, 70. When we are calculating the balance sheet, you know where stock is. It is inventory. Then we have the receivables. After receivables, maybe we have cash and cash equivalent or any other adjustments. Then now those are the current liabilities. So stock is in that category of the current liabilities, and we debit. Debtors, it is here we debit. Bank loan, it is a liability, so we credit. Then we have purchases. Purchases we debit. Hope I will not the copy. Okay. There is an issue here. Our books are not balancing. Which one did we write? Which is which? Which have we not captured well? By the way, do the book need to balance at this stage? Yes, we need. I think we captured something wrongly or something. Let me just go through it and confirm the zeros and see whether we capture the zero and okay. This was is 200. Then this we have 100,000. Then we have 300,000. Then we have 150,000. Then we have here 180. Then we have 70. Okay, 300. When we have two, oh yes, we do. We have the one for sales and we have the one for purchases. Then we have okay, just a minute. We have 300 for sales, it is here. Then we have debtors, we also have 300. As we add this, we get 750. Oh, I forgot to add this amount. Okay. So it is balancing. Control board. Okay. So this is how we ought to inject figures when it comes to trial balance. So just that was just an introduction of it. So as we progress, we will get things like prepaid expenses, prepaid rent, on how we ought to treat them. Then we will have things like expenses owing, income prepaid, provision for doubtful debts, and bad debts. So depreciation for non-current asset on the additional information. So maybe that one we will catch up in our next class so that we can be able to see on how to go deeper when we are given additional information on how to adjust. So thank you so much. Have a good evening.